Hi friends, welcome to Aishusdiy. This is a necklace that I'm designing with Sam's Bead box subscription for the month of November. This is a regular 7-strand beading wire from Softflex, and this I bought from hobbylobby.com, and I started this pattern. We have these cool beads, the blue ones with the translucent blue stripes, and then the tiger eye. So I followed a pattern. I have here some tenno seed beads in black metallic hematite color and some spacer beads in black metal as well. So this is the pattern I followed. This bead, the blue one, then the black metal spacer bead, then the blue one, then a seed bead, a tiger eye seed bead, and then this is the pattern I followed. And I'm going to follow another pattern, and I'm going to join these two together. This is again another bead that we received from Sam's Bead box, and I'm separating these beads with 11 or 10 seed beads, and then I'm going to add it to this bead. So it's going to be a 2-strand but intertwined two strands. So now I put 4 beads separated by 3 seed beads, and then I add this strand to the tiger eye, just like so. I know it's a little bit tricky, but trust me, it's once we do it. And I followed this pattern. I didn't string a whole lot. I just strung 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. I call this 5 sections, and I put a stopper at the end because me trying to put this inside the tiger eye, it might come off. So I'm putting it inside. So inside, and then there is 4 strands, 4 beads here, right, separated by the seed bead. I know this one seems to be a little bit odd, trust me on this. And then I add again the same number of these beads, are very pretty ones, and then a seed bead, and then this bead, a seed bead. So this pattern is a little bit different. It adds a nice touch, I believe. I really liked it. I strung this and saw it came pretty, so I'm just doing it on the camera for you guys. And then here we go. So I want this to stay like this. Okay, this is what my aim is. So again, I have my tiger eye here, which has a big enough hole to fit these 2 strands. So this the ones that is down here, which forms a U pattern, just like so. When you put this together, can you see the pattern that's forming? So this is what I want. Okay, and for this I'm using a 19 strand. You can use both 7 strand, it doesn't matter. I feel this is more flexible to do the U shape, so that's why I'm using that. If you want, you can use 49 strands for the base and the bottom. So it's totally up to you, whichever you have in hand available, that'll do. Okay, now once you add 4 beads separated by 3 seed beads, all you need to do is go through the next tiger eye in our pattern. So you can choose a different bead. You don't have to choose the same bead, but this is how it will. Right now it doesn't stay properly because we are not tightening this, but once we tighten this and get everything together, it will nicely stay like this. So this is my aim. So here we go. Again, these are Czech glass beads, by the way. So if you don't have this available, you can also use small teardrops instead of this, and then some other beads on top, doesn't matter which one it is. You can follow the same with the different beads as well. But if you happen to have Sam's Bead box subscription, then you can follow this pattern. So there is a lot of beads which I haven't used from the Sam's Bead box subscription this month, but I didn't want to go really out of the the color combination, I just want to keep blue and brown. There is orange, red in the box as well, but I like this. You can also substitute these with some other beads that you have in the box as well. So anything will work out. But I really like this, and I want this to be in the collarbone, not longer. That's what I think will look really nice. So that's the height I want. I don't want more than that. By the way, we don't have a full strand, meaning like 16-inch strand. So I will do this as much as I have, and then what I will do is I will add chain in the back. I have black metal chain, so if you want to change the black metal or the gunmetal to a different tone, copper will look nice, silver will look good, even gold will look good. Anything will look good for this blue and the brown combination. So this is what I'm going forward for, and I still have 2 more beads left. So I am going to add that 2 more bead right here. I mean 3 more beads left. So 2, I will save it for the earring. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. I'm done. So what I'm gonna do here is, so we have these the strand. I'm going to go through the next seed bead that I add. Okay. So this is what I have. Now I will string as if these 2 strands are same. I'll add a tiger eye, or we can add one of this blue bead per se. Let's see if both the strands goes through it. Yeah, it does. So without any problems, I will treat as if this is 1 and add a seed bead after that, and then a tiger eye. So we have some tiger eyes and some blue beads left, so I'll utilize all of that and then go ahead. You can also use chain if you want to, but if there is beads, why not, right? We can add chain also. First thought was that, but since I have some beads, I'm going to continue this pattern to this end and then finish this end off, and then probably cut this end and work on it as well. So I tried. It's a little bit difficult to put these 2 strands together inside this blue bead especially, so I thought this might be a good enough way to finish off this necklace. So I have here a 2x2 crimp, because I'm going to do a 4 strand, and I'm just going to snip off this excess wire and make these 2 the same length, so it's easy for me to work. I'm gonna add, this is a clasp that I'm going to use, 2 jump rings and a lobster claw clasp, and then I'm going to take my chain. This is my black metal chain that I have, gun metal you can say, or black metal, and then I'm going to put it through this this chain right here. Okay, I'm not adding anything. If you want, you can add a jump ring and add it that way to the chain, or you can do it this way. So I'm just making all 4 strands pass through. So now I'm good. So I'm going to go ahead and crimp the wires right there, just like so, and then snip off this excess wire. I'm sure the next seed bead will not accommodate 4 strands of wire, so I'm gonna go ahead and snip this off as close to the bead as possible, and then basically move all of these down here. As you can see, there's a little bit showing right there, but it should be fine. So move all of these beads to this side of the necklace. And you need to be careful with this necklace because we are doing 2 strands and 1 strand is a little bit longer than the other. So just make sure that the placement is right. That's very important, right? So here we go. So it kind of tends to go together. So when I pull this, tighten this up here, that way it will force this to sit. Okay, so anyways, from here what we are going to do is add 5 beads, which we did here, right? So after that I can snip it off. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to leave about say 4 inch and then cut it, and over here the same length, if not a little bit more, just a tad bit more. Okay, so here there should be a seed bead, and a tiger eye, and then a seed bead, and then the last thing has to go through this tiger eye, and also the seed bead. Right. Pull this wire up. This is what we have right now. So this is where we stand, and then okay, then we shall add a blue bead on both the strands, right? And then a seed bead, then a tiger eye, a seed bead, a blue bead, okay, we finished it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure this, right? So let's say this center one I'm going to measure. This is about say 12 inches. So for a collar length necklace, you need probably 16 to 18 inches the max. So 12 inches plus 1 inch for the clasp, and so which makes it 13 inches. So you need only 5 more inch. So 2.5 inch of chain is more than enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to measure 2.5 and then cut it here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my crimp tube, okay, and then take this chain goes through it, and then let me see. So I just move everything. What I do here is I just clamp this right here, okay, so that nothing comes off, and then I kind of see how it sits. This is how I want the necklace to sit, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push everything towards this. And see if there is a gap, a significant gap. There will be small gap, as you can see here. So we need that gap, otherwise this necklace will sit stiff. So we need a small gap. I'm okay for the wire to show. That's what I'm fine with it. But if you are not fine with it, you can probably add a bigger U and do it slightly a different way. But in this type of necklace, a small gap is needed for it to rest nicely on the neckline. So I like this. So now I'm taking this and putting all the wires back through the crimp tube, and I'm trying to put it back through the tiger eye as well. Let's see how it works. So I think if you can use 19 strand both ways, that would be much more easier, because the 7 strand is the one which is creating a problem and not the 19 strand. So I move this all the way, move it down, all right, go through the crimp tube and the tiger eye. There we go, I got it here. Take my pliers and use my pliers to actually pull these . There we go. And make sure there is enough space right here. Then go ahead and crimp it. Then snip it off with your wire cutters. And there is a short tail, as you can see. If you can, tuck it in. If you can't, if you have a sharper one, you can cut that off. But I need to open a new wire cutter that I have, so I'll do that. And then here, we don't need this anymore. And then I am just going to snip off this chain exactly where the other one is, right? So there we go. So here is our necklace, and now we need to add a jump ring. So I am going to use a jump ring to kind of You can use 2 jump rings if you want. Much more safer, in my opinion. And if you have a bent nose pliers, it will be very useful to open and close a jump ring, which I have here, right here. Okay. Then take another jump ring. Take it. And you can put it at the other end. So this is a minimum security, but if you want more, just add 1 more jump ring. That will add to the security of this necklace much more. As you can see, this is going to be flipping more and more, but once it sits pretty well, right? I hope you guys like this video, like this necklace. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos almost every day. It comes around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.